Is this World Cup rigged? Right now, that is the exact question millions of fans are asking. Across the internet, it's become an outright conviction that the halls of power in Zurich are pulling strings to keep Lionel Messi and Argentina alive at all costs. And today, that belief just found more fuel than it's had all tournament, running straight from a chaotic VAR screen in Atlanta to a federal investigation now sitting in Miami. Switzerland is about to find out what that means firsthand. Egypt already learned what happens when you get close to beating Argentina. Now it's Switzerland's turn to see whether Gianni Infantino, sitting in his office in Zurich, lets it happen twice. Meanwhile, the FBI is closing in fast on the Argentine Federation itself. What are they actually doing over there? This isn't just an officiating meltdown anymore. We are looking at an institutional crisis that might mark the literal end of FIFA. To understand exactly how deep this crisis goes, we have to look at the flashpoint where the illusion of control shattered completely. It happened on the pitch in Atlanta during the round of 16. Egypt was 2 goals up on the defending champions, just 11 minutes away from delivering the biggest shock of the entire tournament. Mohamed Salah threads a brilliant pass, and Mostafa Ziko buries it. Shirt off! A deafening roar from the crowd. But then came a sudden, absolute silence. The VAR room intervened, flagging a technical build-up foul that happened 30 seconds earlier on a play that never even touched the box. Goal gone. Reeling from the decision, Egypt's defense cracked, and just 9 minutes later, Argentina scored the winner, leaving Lionel Messi in tears of relief as Argentina survived. And the internet did not let it go. Egypt's federation immediately filed an official complaint. Their coach, Hossam Hassan, said it flat out on camera. Perhaps they wanted Messi to stay in the running. The backlash was so immediate that FIFA's own head of referees had to go public just to insist nobody can question the integrity of the officials. But out in the comments, nobody's buying it. The line repeating over and over in dozens of variations is that Argentina was already going home until FIFA and VAR canceled their departure. Right alongside it, absolutely disgusting, Egypt was robbed. And Egypt isn't the only name showing up in the replies. People keep pointing to other teams too, insisting Egypt wasn't the only one who got taken. Which raises the question comment sections keep asking louder than any pundit will say on air. Is this tournament being played, or is it being decided? Here's the pattern fueling it. A day before Egypt's exit, an American player's red card suspension gets reversed after the President of the United States publicly says he asked FIFA to review it. Then Egypt's disallowed goal, on a call former players call outside VAR's intended purpose. Then an all-Argentine officiating crew, later assigned to a match involving one of Argentina's biggest remaining rivals. 3 separate teams, 3 separate incidents. Thousands of comments, all landing on the same word: corrupted. People are calling for a full boycott and getting hundreds of likes for it within hours. You don't need a verdict when the jury already delivered one in the replies. And underneath all of it, a second scandal that isn't a comment section theory. The FBI is investigating the Argentine Federation itself. Real agents, real subpoenas, roughly $300 million moved through American banks. The president of that federation has already been questioned. Follow the money and follow the whistle, and you land on the same 3 letters twice, in the same World Cup, in the same month. So here's where this is heading. Argentina keeps winning. Switzerland is next, Saturday night, Kansas City. And if the pattern fans are describing is real, the whistle won't be the thing that stops them. Infantino is up for re-election as FIFA president in March of next year, standing in front of the same federations now filing complaints and typing the word corrupted by the thousands. Every win Argentina picks up between now and the final adds one more piece of ammunition to that room. Somewhere between an erased goal in Atlanta and a federal investigation in Miami, a lot of the sport has already picked a villain. And they're asking louder every round. If Argentina lifts this trophy with FIFA's fingerprints all over the path there, is that a World Cup win? Or is that the end of FIFA as anyone still trusts it? This Saturday night at Kansas City Stadium, the narrative is going to be pushed to its absolute breaking point. Switzerland has reached its first World Cup quarterfinal in 72 years. They didn't get here by playing flash, commercial football. They got here by building an absolute brick wall. The Swiss enter this match on the back of consecutive clean sheets, having just choked out Colombia in a grueling penalty shootout. They are a team defined by defensive discipline, rigid structure, and a stubborn refusal to break under pressure. But historical records show Switzerland has never once defeated Argentina in competitive football, being outscored 15-3 across their history. They are facing a squad that has scored in 6 consecutive competitive internationals, led by a clinical Lionel Messi who is chasing his final crown. But the real threat to the Swiss isn't just Messi's left foot, it's the looming shadow of the whistle. If Switzerland executes a flawless defensive game plan only to be undone by a highly technical, forensic VAR review that rewinds the tape to find a microscopic build-up infringement, the rigged narrative will instantly become the defining story of the 2026 World Cup. This growing cynicism is starting to threaten the one thing soccer cannot survive without, the belief that the outcome is unwritten. For generations, the magic of the World Cup was its complete unpredictability, the idea that on any given day, a structured underdog could rise up and slay a giant on pure merit. But when every controversial whistle systematically aligns with the most profitable financial outcome, that magic evaporates. If Argentina advances past Switzerland under another cloud of questionable calls, the narrative surrounding this World Cup will be permanently poisoned. It won't matter how brilliant Messi's goals are or how hard the players fight on the pitch. The wider public will look at their victory not as a legendary sporting achievement, but as a carefully engineered corporate product designed to maximize television ratings and corporate sponsorship value in North America. By allowing the sport's rules to look negotiable, football's governing body is trading its ultimate currency, trust, for short-term commercial success. A sport can survive bad refereeing, but it cannot survive the loss of its soul. If the whistle on Saturday night feels scripted, it won't just be Switzerland's exit. It will be the definitive moment the world stops believing the game is real. So, what's your verdict? Are we watching a historic collapse of soccer's governing body, or is this just standard, high-stakes drama blown out of proportion by the internet? If Argentina lifts this trophy on July 19th with a trail of highly controversial decisions behind them, it will trigger an institutional crisis that no PR campaign can fix. When you connect a deleted goal in Atlanta, an administrative red card override, and an active federal investigation into the AFA's financial trail in Miami, the word integrity ceases to mean anything. The immediate test arrives this Saturday night in Kansas City. If Switzerland manages to freeze out Argentina's attack, the pressure on the officiating crew is going to be suffocating. Millions of neutral eyes won't even be tracking the ball. They will be tracking the whistle, waiting to see if the script has already been written. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Can the Swiss wall actually break the narrative, or is the gravitational pull of a Messi final simply too massive to stop? Drop your score predictions below and hit that subscribe button, because with the quarterfinals kicking off this weekend, this story is about to get a whole lot darker.